What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and tonight I have a late video for you guys talking about all launch times for Black Ops 6 and exactly how early access is going to work on October 24th. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and as a big reminder, a couple of days ago we launched the detonated stockpile. It currently has every single pack for Modern Warfare 2 and 3, with Warzone 1 era bundles coming in the next few weeks. That'll include Modern Warfare 19, Cold War, and Vanguard. They're currently locked, as you can see, and we're of course going to have every single Black Ops 6 bundle added in once packs start getting added with Season 1. More information about Stockpile is, of course, linked down below in this video's description. But you can also follow me on Twitter at dkdynamite1. I appreciate all the kind words over the last couple of days following the birth of my happy and healthy baby Emily. With that, we also have plenty of hourly coverage on Detonated's Twitter. Fajari's been killing it with all the coverage about all things Call of Duty. Now, I did see a couple of clips, images, and GIFs from today's PC launch trailer, but I actually haven't watched the trailer yet. So let's actually check that out real quick and see if any new shots are in here. That could be a new one. Oh man, I can't wait to jump into campaign though. I'm definitely playing it first. Then I'm moving to zombies. All right. Can't wait for the emergence mission. Very trippy. We saw gameplay of this one. Oh yeah, it's gonna run real smooth on PC though. The beta was great on my computer. Hopefully it was for you guys as well, if you guys are on PC. We'll go over the PC specs later on. There's that grapple gun. Please add that to multiplayer or Warzone, or even zombies, if possible.
Trust anyone.
Yeah, crossplay. That's a new sniper. L96. A lot of customization choices if you're on a computer. Ooh, high sensitivity. Please ricochet. Please knock all the cheaters out if there are any at launch. Nice new shot from Terminus there. It's a new zombie type, I think. Or one we haven't seen much of. There we go. We get a PC launch trailer every year.
Pre-order the Vault Edition now.
Just reminding people that, again, the game's gonna be available on PC, but this time with even more platforms, which we're gonna get into in just a second. But I also wanna give a big shout out to Elgato. They actually provided me with some really cool Black Ops 6 products, which all arrived at my house on my actual birthday, which was hilarious timing. As you can see, the brand new Cerberus Wave 3 mic, got the new arm, the Stream Deck, and even some Corsair products like the mouse pad and even the keyboard. Really appreciate all your guys' support here on my channel and everywhere that I work, because it makes opportunities like this possible. But if you're interested in any of these Cerberus products, a part of the Black Ops 6 collab, I'm gonna have a link for them down below in this video's description. But now jumping into today's blog post, which details exactly how the launch is gonna work, from the preload to the official release to even the PC specs, let's jump right into things. So of course, October 25th is the official launch date for the game itself. And we're gonna break everything down in just a second, but they do confirm a couple of PC details here: AMD FSR 3.1, Fidelity FX, advanced frame generation tech, contrast adaptive sharpening. I have all this linked down below, by the way, if you want to read into more about how PC technology is going to work with the launch of Black Ops 6. Here are the official preload and launch details for this game. So let's actually open that in a brand new tab so you can see. So for all platforms, here's exactly when the preload is going to be available to download, which I know some of you guys out there have already noticed on Battle.net and PlayStation. I know on Battle.net, you can see mine right here. Pre-release content has been downloaded. I'll move my camera just in case you can't see that. That's already downloaded, but for every other platform, October 21st at 9 a.m. Pacific. That'll be exactly when every platform guaranteed can start downloading all the different data packs for Black Ops 6. As of now, according to PlayStation, we can only see the data packs for campaign and multiplayer. I think those packs, when combined, are roughly a little bit over 50 gigs. Not sure what's going on with any of the zombie packs or when exactly that other update's going to release, which is going to enhance the COD HQ launcher, providing a full makeover and overhaul to exactly how everything is laid out. That update can drop any day now as well. I'm not sure if that's being bundled with this preload on October 21st. I'll keep you guys posted with that one. But as far as the actual launch goes for Black Ops 6, it'll be available on October 24th for Xbox and the PC Microsoft Store, as well as PlayStation, anywhere from 4 a.m. to 11 p.m. Pacific. So I'm gonna exactly break down how those different time zones do work. Bear with me for a second. But if you're on Battle.net and Steam, you're gonna have to wait until 9 p.m. Pacific exactly for both of those platforms, also on October 24th. So these are the official launch times depending on where you live around the world. I do want to point out that this is the first time PC players through the Microsoft Store can play a brand new Call of Duty day one, so things I describe in this video could be subject to change because of that fact alone. Obviously, in recent years for Call of Duty, you were only able to be on either Battle.net or Steam to play the new experience, whereas this year there's a third platform in there, and technically you could include Nvidia if you want, but you guys get what I mean. So just keep that in mind if you're on PC watching this video. So there are the exact times for when Black Ops 6 is launching in every single region right here in this image. You can again find it in the blog post if you guys want to check it out depending on where you're at. They have every time from Sydney to Tokyo to Paris, London, New York, LA. Everything is in here, but let's address the elephant in the room for a second. I'm not advocating for using exploits, glitching, or, cheating your way to play Black Ops 6 early in any way. I'm just saying that to make things very clear, but it's one of the worst kept secrets of all time that every year players and content creators will do the New Zealand trick to play a brand new Call of Duty early. And the way that that's worked in the past could be a little bit different when it comes to how that's going to work with Black Ops 6. I don't think this has any effect, but considering there isn't any campaign early access this year, I wonder if that's going to affect how some of the content packs do work for Black Ops 6. I doubt that's going to have any impact whatsoever, but obviously if you're on a PlayStation, you can't actually change your region. You'd have to make a whole new PSN, which plenty of folks out there have done in recent years. People would make a separate PSN based out of New Zealand. They would buy a separate copy of the game using New Zealand currency to play the game on that account. But then I think if you went ahead and made that account primary, you can then switch over to your main PSN to still play with that same copy during New Zealand time, right? Which is very early in the morning. And I'll get to that exact time in a second. But it was discovered with Modern Warfare 2 a few years ago that if you just change your region on the Activision profile website, then you would be able to still jump into the new Call of Duty with that primary PSN account that was based out of other regions aside from New Zealand, right? That was discovered on Xbox. This may or may not be patched, but I know this has worked for MW2 and 3. People out there just went ahead and switched the region to New Zealand. It was that simple. It was very quick. People just did that and jumped right into the new game. On PC, you were never able to do this through Battle.net or Steam, but through the Microsoft Store, it's been rumored that apparently the trick that you were able to do through Xbox will also work on PC through the Microsoft Store. Now, another thing that people pointed out as of last year with MW3 is that if you had somebody that did one of those tricks and you were on a PC, if you actually joined their game session, you would bypass the actual time lock on the game itself and you could play on PC that way. That's something that also worked, again, with Modern Warfare 3, and I'm assuming even with Modern Warfare 2. Now, something worth bringing up is that as far as when New Zealand will get access to Black Ops 6, it's going to be midnight New Zealand time. That is the equivalent of 6 a.m. Central, which is my time, which is also 7 o'clock Eastern. If any of those times do change, there'll be an article on Detonated going up in the next few hours from now that'll also have updated information if there is any new info on exactly how you can play in New Zealand time. But again, that's how people typically play 18 hours early because they're actually going off of New Zealand time, which is the equivalent of the wee hours of the morning for Pacific, Central, and even Eastern. Hopefully that's really clear. But as far as the PC specs do go for Black Ops 6, they were finally posted, right? The minimum recommended and competitive specs for the launch window, right? You can see for operating system, Windows 10 64-bit, latest update, Windows 11's recommended, and then of course you have some competitive / 4K ultra specs to run high FPS for use with a high refresh monitor, and ultra specs to run the game at a high FPS in 4K. There'll be an article on Detonated, which I think one already exists because of the beta, but there'll be an updated article on the site with all of the best specs to really improve your FPS once the game comes out. We can learn more information on what's been experimented with, what works best for people on computers. Again, everybody's setup is of course different when it comes to PC, so it's not exactly easy to provide you guys with the best specs, but there's usually a good baseline of where we can start. And then of course, specs valid for product launch, maybe updated in the future, and some more info down there when it comes to some disclaimers, but they give you storage space, video memory, video card, RAM, and CPU recommendations, as you will see here. Definitely check that out if you guys are on a PC. And then apart from that, they confirm, make sure to get your game ready with the latest drivers. Get the AMD software, click that application to make sure you guys are up to date. And these are the recommended drivers, as you can see, AMD, NVIDIA, and of course Intel being options there. But you can of course pre-order Black Ops 6 on PC today if you guys haven't already. And there'll of course be more blogs in the coming days talking more about prestige progression, and I'm sure even more when it comes to Black Ops 6 Zombies. That is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the preload times and other details when it comes to early access for Black Ops 6? That's the earliest that you could play the game, right? If you do the New Zealand trick, more power to you. That's certainly something that I think everyone's going to be trying if they can. But leave all your thoughts down below. Really hope you've enjoyed, and thank you again to Elgato for making this video possible. Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.